This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net's Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Hello, Dangerlings. It's Dan here. Now, before we get into this week's episode, just got a couple of bits of business for you. You might have heard a new bumper at the start of this show, and that is because we have just joined the Danger Entertainment Network. What is the Danger Entertainment Network? Well, it's a collection of podcasts about gaming, movies, all kinds of nerdy goodness, who are dedicated to try and help each other, promote each other's shows, and help you find new podcasts that you might be interested in. So, what does that mean for us? Well, it's not really going to change the content of our show very much. You're going to hear that bumper at the start, and at the end of the episode, there's going to be a trailer for one of the other shows on the network. And likewise, if you listen to any of the other Danger Entertainment shows, you're probably going to hear an advert for our podcast at some point along the way on those as well. And hey, if you are a listener from one of those other podcasts who has just found us and just joined us, welcome. We hope you're going to have a really good time with us. We've also joined on with RPGcast.com, who are a catalogue of really good actual play podcasts covering D&D, Pathfinder, all kinds of stuff there. So if you're looking for other actual play podcasts, go there, have a little look. You'll find something you like, especially if you want something with female players or LGBTQ players as well. They've got some great listings on there in those categories. So with that in mind, old friends, new friends, let's have an adventure.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
There is no mechanism to open the door, save for the chime of opening.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous, I'm going to be honest.
We just entered the most dangerous fucking place, and we're all just pissing about straight away.
One of your family will never leave this city.
So badass.
I'd say left.
I'd say right. I'd say left.
I'd say right.
Boom. Boom. They are coming. The adventure continues now.
Hi!
Yeah, doodly-bap-bap.
Who was that? What voice was that?
What's this voice?
Who is she?
Who is this emerging from beneath
Whoa,
the door?
who is that? Who did that? What
Lo
is
and
that?
behold,
Who?
a wild Rachael Henley appeared.
That's how that was.
Rachel Henley.
Deafened us all.
It's too early.
Do you want to introduce yourself? I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, I can introduce myself. I've been asked to come here today by you lovely people. Thank you.
I was going to wonder who you were going to say there, but by the Women's Institute to shut you down.
Yeah, I've been sent by the Tory party to just check that everything's sort of above board here because they've got time for that sort of thing at the moment.
I mean,
Yes.
if you do vote Tory and you listen, you can still listen. It's fine.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if...
It's happened before, Rach. You know what I mean?
We're recording this in the past. We don't have a government anymore. Hello to the water wars.
Vive la revolution!
Yeah, we're
Here's
waking
Mad
up
Max
to
time.
the apocalyptic wasteland that is England.
We've missed something, haven't we?
What's that?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danger Club podcast. You have been asking us when are we going to have guest stars on the show. Welcome, Rachael Henley, to the show.
Huzzah!
How's that going to
Nice.
work out? We'll find out. Something very exciting will happen. We're back. It's weird. It's not a hiatus for you guys. It's been 1 week since the last episode, but because we recorded a lot of episodes to get us through our busy work schedule, it's been a little while since we've been in the studio putting this stuff together. So does everyone remember this game that we're playing and their characters?
Dominoes, right?
Top
Dominoes.
Trumps.
Starfinder.
Oh, no, Top
Starfinder?
I am a
Starfinder.
bold knight.
You're a bold. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, we're playing chess.
Oh,
Great.
Yeah.
Velda is going to be first into combat, melee attacks.
Yep, absolutely. Going in with my fists.
We've got
I'm
it
some
all
sort of
down.
ninja Buddhist priest or something, isn't it? Or something like that.
Is that what you're doing? Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know why I found that so funny, but I did.
I mean, I signed up for Tiddlywinks, so I'm very lost right now.
I can't believe you just gave away the name of your
I mean,
character.
Ross is here, so he's always down with a bit of Tiddlywinks, aren't you, Ross?
Yep.
He's tiddled a few winks in his time.
He's winked a few tiddles as well. I do.
Dan, do you want to explain to the Dangerlings how we know Rachael Henley?
Yes,
Or
we
Rachael
do.
Henley, do you want to speak? Do you want to tell the Dangerlings at home how you know us?
Well, we met, like 7 years ago.
Yeah, it's a while.
On a misty night.
Oh, I wish it was a misty night. It was a shit tourist attraction. It's the exact opposite. It's in a smelly basement in London Bridge.
Oh. It was called the Misty Night, though. The tourist.
Yeah.
That was my character back then.
Isn't Misty Knight a character from
Pokemon?
Come on, Colin, hold on. I can do this.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
See you later.
Never mind.
Colin's
Luke Cage. Misty Knight.
Luke Cage,
He's a great
that's
character.
Yeah.
Good tangent.
Yeah, so anyway, and we all became pals. And I've been saying for approximately 5 years I'm going to come play with you guys and never do it. And then Dan got in touch a couple of months ago and was like, we're looking for a guest. And I was like, pick me. But I don't know anything. So apologies in advance.
We thought, because you've been saying for years now, I've been saying, oh, come and teach me this game. I want to learn to play this game. So I thought, what better way to learn this game than live on air with hundreds of people listening to it?
Yeah, literally the first time she's ever seen a character sheet this morning.
Yeah.
Deep end.
Yeah, what better way than a northerner with a small iota of intelligence bumbling their way through with some kind
I mean,
of...
we barely know the game as well. So
Exactly. I barely know my own name.
I still don't know what I'm doing in school.
If you listen to last week's episode, it took us about half an hour to decide which door to go through. So
sorry about that, listeners.
I mean, we all listened to it back and we're just shouting, just pick a door. Pick a door. Like, which door is it? Which door?
Should have gone left, should have gone left, should have gone left.
No, right, mate. Right.
No, we should have definitely gone left.
Yeah, thank
See,
you.
let's not bring it
Team
up
left.
again.
I'm not having this,
Literally arguing about left or
There are
right.
going to be
what about
plenty
centre?
of decisions like that to be made down here. In
Simple
Godman's
decisions,
So a couple of points of order, little rules things that have popped up since the last one. We're not going to stick on them for ages, but reminder that Fulton does not need to eat for like a month because of all of that elven bread. Fulton is still twice his regular size.
Yeah.
I was looking at, because I've been looking over all your character sheets since we've been off, or looking at the stuff we have of them. I realised that the M.
Yeah,
you've been saying you get the old longsword or the old broadsword out.
Yeah, the old 9 ring.
I forgot you did actually pick up a new sword back in Ilsurian. You got your masterwork longsword. So there is there is actually now a definition between the old sword and the longsword. The old sword might not actually be the old sword in this case. So you need to remember which one you're using.
Shit. So I can't just say the old sword or the old longsword.
The old,
You could, but
the 9 ring
the old
is
sword out.
So I could say the old
the old 9 ring.
longsword.
Yeah, you can say the old new.
The old new.
So confusing for everyone. I'm like, what?
So I've got the old 9 ring, I've got the old longsword and the old new longsword. And the Hungermonger. The old
And the Hungermonger.
Shit, didn't see the old Hungermonger. Damn it.
So
like a sort of Britpop reunion sort of thing. It's the old new.
But I get
They
up
got the
again.
long sword. You got this. They got that. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. We were big in the 90s, you know what I mean?
Fucking hell, mate, yeah,
our
fucking
kids used to
nine-ring
like speak
broadsword.
about that, do you know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, fucking, I was just getting into a bit of a Gallagher thing. Let's not do that, Colin. All right, cheers. What are you saying, Dan? Sorry.
It's all about the old new, mate.
The old new, yeah.
The old new. Get your 9 rings out.
So lovely
I love
to
it.
be here.
Yep.
Yeah, right. It's warm, innit? It's warm in here.
It's warm, mate.
Is it warm? Radio.
Is it warm?
Oh, let's revel in this relative coolness in here until we get into. Remember what this place was like in the summertime.
Oh, yeah.
This was
Yeah.
this was
In
a
the
funky room
summertime.
in the summer.
Yeah, I've only had a light talking today, so we're all
Oh
right.
my god, that talk about it. I got this little flowery bottle out and I thought he was like
I got it for
into
Christmas.
flower essences.
It was hyacinth.
Quick spot of potpourri.
What are you taking, Drum? It's 10 a.m.
Those of you,
Talcum powder all day,
Yeah.
all night.
those of you Dangerlings that are friends with us or follow us on Facebook, you will maybe have seen the video that we took in the summer. That way, just a little live record, followed around, got a little tiny little sound bites from all the Danger Club, and then Drum just finished the video by talking up all of his body in a cloud of white out of nowhere. And all of us are just like, what?
I'm
It was a beautiful
I'm
thing.
pretty
It was
sure
really
that
hot.
he.
It was nice, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did it in the middle of Comic Con as well, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the
Shania
chafing
Rain
there
was
was
talking
terrible.
up.
I've seen, yeah.
Terrible.
In fact, you did actually
Forgot
talk
to
about
wear
chafing,
pants.
didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear
Comic-Con,
pants
it was-
at Comic-Con, peeps.
It was totally in character at Comic-Con, I think, because if you appear in a cloud of dust as Shania, you're just brushing off the grave dirt. Do you know what I mean? You've been underground for a while. You're covered in dust. It makes
True
makes
that.
sense. Yeah, 100 years underground.
I might put a link in the show notes to the talking video. So get that in your mind. Get that image of Drummond talking himself over our recording studio in your mind, and let's have an adventure. So we're jumping right back into the Godsmith Ossuary. So you have spent some time in the very first room of it, debating whether to go left or to go right or to go straight on. You have with you the chime of Pharasma, which can open the seals that you'll find along the way. So some of the doors are sealed with this magical symbol. You have a chime that can open it, but it only has 5 charges, and you need 1 to get out. Possibly. There may be other ways out, you've been told, but you don't know that for sure. You know, the only sure way out uses one of the chimes. You've now used 1 of your 5 to open the door on the right, and off in the distance you have just heard a boom, boom.
Sounds a lot like a police siren.
That was the sound of the police. That was the,
Boom, boom, boom. The sound of the police. Boom, boom.
What's the sound of the beast? Stand clear! Oh no, won't it?
Just all those dwarves in Moria were just getting arrested in a riot van. That's what their problem was. Drums in the deep.
Yeah, right.
Get in the back of the van, mate. Go on, get in the back of the van. It's an offensive weapon, that is. Get in the van.
So, the door slides open, and standing in front of you is a room, a dark room. Now, remember, I want to give you a little idea about light sources while we're in here. Most of you have dark vision. Everyone except MZ has dark vision. M has low light vision, so you can see better than a human can, but not very well. The torch that you have sheds light in around a 20-foot area.
Okay.
You can see twice as far as that, so you've got you can see about 40 feet, M, and then it just disappears into darkness. Those of you with low light vision, you can see 60 feet with your dark vision rather. You can see 60 feet with your dark vision, and then you got the 20 feet from the light as well as that. So you've got 80 feet of range. But some of these corridors are going to be bigger than that. So so it doesn't mean you can see everything all the time. There's still a limit to how far you can see through the dark. But this room, those of you with all of you, in fact, can see because it is not a very large room. The room stretches away a little way, and then there is a stone wall. It appears to be a dead end. However, in the room is a large statue. It is made of stone. It is a statue of a long tail feather, seemingly from a bird, at the very top of which there is an eye that seems to be staring out across the room. The whole room is covered in a very thick layer of dust, and there are cobwebs hanging from the ceilings. As you shine the torch out, the statue seems to shimmer ever so slightly with sort of greenish iridescence. You can see there are a lot of carvings on the back wall, and the wall is not entirely even, but there doesn't seem to be a way on from here. What would you all like to do?
Okay, so looks like pretty untouched here. Velda, I assume you know what to do with that statue there.
It looks like it maybe wants to shake a tail feather, you know? That's maybe what we should do. Shake
was
the
my
tail
first
feather.
thought.
Right,
That was my
Do you know what? Let's all stand where we are
Hey.
and shake our tail feathers. See if
Okay,
that works.
let's
I'm
do this
open.
right
I'm
now.
open. I'm a new
M
player.
shakes
Okay.
the tail feather.
Shake a tail feather? We all shake.
We all
We
shake.
all
our
shake.
behinds.
Everybody, please make a shake a tail feather check. No.
Mine's plus 10 to
done it.
that.
I would have done it. I've got a sash. I've done that.
While they're shaking their tail feathers, can I cast Detect Magic, please?
You can.
The statue.
I have a feeling that that you're still wearing the Avarician scarf silk sash, aren't you, Caragor?
Aye.
So you would have got a bonus to shaking your tail.
Which is why I was doing it.
It wouldn't have helped. You detect magic. There is a faint sense of magic in the whole around the whole place, particularly of necromantic magic. Just sort of seem to be seeping from the stones around, but there's no specific magic coming from the room.
No specific magic.
All right, thanks for that, Velda. I'm going to just take a very careful scan around the room, looking specifically for traps, secret doors, little cracks, little things that drop underneath your feet because there's all this dust everywhere. So.
And Shania would like to study the statue without touching it to look and see if there's anything that you can press, touch that might open something.
Being very careful.
All right. What's your perception, Caragor?
My perception is +5.
Can I assist?
Okay. Not on this one, no, because he's searching for traps. You can search on your own. If you like to, and that's a perception check from Shania on the statue.
19.
A 19, okay. So
I can actually reach the dice tray this week, Dangerlings.
Whoa.
15. I've forgotten what my thing is. Oh, yeah, 25.
25. Okay, so you find a few things. You find no evidence of traps. Shania, you find nothing about the statue that seems unusual.
Okay.
Caragor, you find you find some carvings in the wall of what appears to be several runes. You also see there's an inscription, but it's in a language that you don't understand unless you speak ancient Thalassian.
Can Velda make... He's going to look at the statue and make a knowledge history check? Would that be a valid check? Just trying to think if there's any
You can make a knowledge history, or you can make a linguistics. And Arcana might tell you something as well. It might not tell you everything.
Okay. I shall try... Well, I suppose I could try linguistics first. Oh, that is a natural 20, so that was 28.
Very good. You are able
That's very good, James.
Well done.
Oh, good lord.
I should explain, Rachel's just here to be our hype woman.
Yes. She's got pom-poms. Yeah.
So sick.
Right, so you managed to translate the text and identify the runes with that roll. So the text, when translated, reads, "When virtue is restored and 6 becomes 7, the path of blood shall open." And looking at the runes carved onto the walls, you realise that there are 6 runes carved there, and they represent the 6 of the 7 sins or virtues of ancient Thalassian. So wrath, pride, sloth, etc. One of the runes appears to be missing. The rune of wrath is currently not there, and there is a niche in the hole. Don't look at me like that.
No, this is hilarious. In a previous campaign, Dan said the word niche, and he said niche, and then for about 6 games afterwards, what were we calling it? The windy niche. The windy niche. Remember the windy niche for ages?
Oh, I forgot about that. I thought we'd moved on from that.
No one forgets the windy niche.
There's an indentation in the wall.
The windy quiche.
Where one of the runes appears to be missing. Just as you do that, you hear a click from the statue. As you're looking around the statue, you find a small stone switch on the back, which you pull out a small drawer hidden in the back of the statue, in which is lying a coloured feather.
Team, come and look at this. I found a coloured feather.
Ooh, this is very beautiful.
The inscription that James just read, Velda, was that the one that I was looking at?
Yeah, you were looking at it, but you couldn't understand it.
Yeah,
It was
so
translated.
I basically came up behind you and was like,
yeah, I know. Literally, Caragor turns around, take a breath to ask everyone over, and Velda's just there.
Well, very interesting, these sorts of
Go on,
things.
what's that feather all about then?
I don't know. I haven't touched it yet. I don't want to touch it yet. Do you know?
Maybe
Is it the missing rune?
Maybe we put that. Is it? I look at the feathers on the bird. Is there anyone missing?
No.
Okay.
Can I well, I think it's just a statue of a feather.
It's a statue of a feather.
Oh, okay.
Can I make a knowledge arcana check, please?
What to do? What?
Just about the feather and whether or not I recognise the icon, like iconography of this or something like that.
Sure, it'll be a spellcraft check
Spellcraft check. Okay.
to understand what the feather is.
That is.
You scan it with a detect magic,
17.
which it had been shielded from while it was in the thing. You realise the feather is magical, and you identify it as a bird feather token. So it is a one-use magical item, which creates a magical bird that can deliver a small written message unerringly to anywhere you like.
So this is useful to us, yeah?
Yes, it'd be quite useful. I mean,
But it's not going to get out of this room. Because I was thinking that we put the feather in the hole, but maybe that is not what's for.
No. This is for writing a message.
Yeah,
I see.
I know we need something else, so I think what's missing, I think Velda ascertained it was the Wrath rune. I don't think that's not very wrathful, is it, the bird feather talking?
I suppose not.
Are we supposed to do something wrathful then to unlock this?
I go over and I shout at it.
You yell at the wall.
Let's not. Caragor. Let's not make too much noise in here.
Caragor's voice kind of echoes around the room.
I'll
by the way,
probably do that as a post-production effect.
Wicked.
There's no point in you trying to
I
do
need a
it.
soundbite to do that.
Fucking actors, man.
I'll do everything.
So Velda's going to address the group. Just so you know, I did do when I detected magic. There is a vague sense of necromancy around this whole place. So do be on guard.
I feel like that will be in the whole Resources catacombs.
I
you
think
know?
so. Yes. I mean, it is
offside.
literally seeping from the stone. So
It's made
there's gonna be lots
entirely of
death.
death, this place, and that's what the place is for, isn't it?
Yes,
So that
yes.
sort of makes
Indeed.
sense.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold on to that feather or
So
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
we
Yes,
got to
alright.
do something wrathful.
put the feather?
I punch the wall.
Punch the wall. The wall does not move.
I'm out of ideas.
Fulton runs at the wall.
Imagine if that was the solution. That
He
Paizo
goes
had put
straight
in the
through it and
guide.
goes to Hogwarts.
To be the worst wizard.
You're a shithead, Fulton.
Bloated Fulton just bounces off the wall.
Okay, I'm out of ideas. Velda, how are we going to get this rune into here? Is there something maybe in another room? Oh no, because then we've got to spend charges of the thing to get back out and into...
You don't have to go back. You don't have to use one to get back out through the door you've just come through. That door's
but we
now
don't
open. So
But if we want to open another door,
if you want to open
Yeah,
another door,
exactly,
you'll
yeah.
need to use a charm.
Oh, we're going back to the left or right thing, are
No,
we?
we're not. I'm never going back there, ever. I've made a promise to myself.
Well, we have
Hey.
to. We have to choose a left or right.
We have, and we're here, and there's probably a secret door, and there's probably something to do with putting the rune in there to progress further.
but
It is a secret
we
door,
we
but-
need a rune.
Yes,
where will we find
I
such a
can't-
thing? The rune shop? There's not one here.
So it's just it's just a statue. Yeah, it's nothing like.
It is just the statue, yes, but you're not sure what the statue is of. A knowledge religion check to understand. And
Bit, a bit out of the way here.
Can I make a
do
knowledge
you?
religion
Yeah.
check?
you can.
Yes, so I have a ponder.
So I'll let Velda do his thing.
Very good. That'd
get
be
those
21.
21, doing very well on that. Yeah, this is a shrine to the peacock spirit, which was a god of mind, body, and soul, worshipped in ancient Thalassian. Worship of it died out when the empire fell, so it's very old.
Yes, so the peacock god. Not sure what.
Oh, the god of peas and cocks, yeah?
Well, no,
maybe.
it's a type of bird.
Mind,
Oh,
body,
okay.
and soul.
Yeah.
I
Is
think
that-
I know what to do. Fulton pulls out a gold piece and puts it by its foot, or by the foot of the statue.
The foot of the statue.
Yeah.
Okay, you have made an offering to the peacock spirit.
Now,
Nothing happens.
I also know what to do. And Velda picks up the gold piece.
And thus the balance is restored.
This is a mind, body, and spirit thing. Was it just the Thalassian god of Instagram memes? Lots of lovely backgrounds and people saying things that don't really mean anything.
It's all about wind chimes and flip flops and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to find a rune in this room.
We might not find a room,
Yeah,
but
what you gonna
I
say?
believe you, my friend.
Yeah,
You like to get angry, don't you?
sometimes.
Some might say wrathful.
maybe.
Do you want to go into a little rage for us? Have a little rage, mate. I mean,
I'm
I'm reaching here. I'm reaching.
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
bottom of the
sure,
barrel
sure,
reaching,
sure.
but
Yeah, everything has been reaching here. The only thing we cannot grab is a rune.
well, we haven't looked properly, have we? Have we really scoured?
You've
both this room and
searched the
other
room now,
There's
yeah.
no rune in the room.
I mean, I haven't raged in such a long time. I wouldn't like to. And then M rages.
You fly into a berserk rage.
Now, bearing in mind, I have controlled blood rage now.
Yeah, so you're kind of keeping it. It's a seething anger, sort of passive aggressive.
I'm like, I am in a rage.
It's this sort of the Daily Mail controlled
Turn
rage,
into Arnold
isn't it?
Schwarzenegger.
You're still able to compose a fully rageful
Yeah.
email to
Yeah.
work.
Yes. Signed off with regards.
Yeah, no kindness here.
Yeah.
All right, what would you like to do in your rage?
So, well, this is interesting because we probably should have talked about this before I went into rage.
Definitely.
Just get a Tasmanian devil around the room, just be like,
So I'm going to do that for a bit. M's just going to run around the room just going, yeah, and then realise that it's not... I don't know. Well, then I'll hand it over to you.
I'm afraid that despite all your rage, you're still just a blood rager in a cage.
Yes!
You achieve nothing through this rage. How many rounds of it do you want to expend? Because you only have so many for...
Just one round. I'm just going to come out
you
of it
run around for 6 seconds. You run around the room in a furious rage, and then it achieves nothing, and you stop and are winded for one round for another 6 seconds as you catch your breath.
I pat M on the shoulder. No, fair enough anyway, mate.
It has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed watching all this. It's been
worth a
most
try.
fun.
I haven't done that in a while.
Mate, can I just say, you looked fucking terrifying.
That was-
Let me just say, that was dead dangerous.
That was the scariest 6 seconds of my life.
I'm just going to wipe the spit off my mouth there.
What's the plan, Danger Club?
Hey, I've got an idea.
Go on, Fulton.
How do you have Fulton?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
M, cut me. Cut me.
In the eye?
No, just on my hand. Just on my hand.
Why not in the eye?
Fulton presents his hand to M. Just make me bleed. Go on.
Do you want to hand that over?
Do it.
To a man
just get
who's
a dagger
raged?
out.
Why don't you do it yourself?
M just gets the dagger out and slashes Fulton's hand.
Slash his hand. Fulton, you take 1 point of damage.
Hey!
And your hand is now bleeding.
I go over to the statue
Okay.
and rub my hand over the
It's
statue.
not really what the statue's all about. I mean, I'm
You
gonna
rub-
I go over to the rune slot and I
Okay.
go and I rub my hand.
smearing your blood everywhere.
Painting the dusty walls with his blood, just his cake.
Once again,
That's very hygienic.
passing the
Let's
danger
see, man.
DNA.
You never know.
You wipe blood over the statue. You wipe it over the rune. Nothing happens.
Nope. Well, I'm out of ideas.
Right, now I've got a plan.
Your
Right,
hand
so-
is just covered in dust and grime. Like that wound looks like you probably want to clean it.
Nah, it should be fine.
So once now Fulton's finished defacing ancient monuments, I've got an idea. So it said to open the path of blood, we need the
Go on, sorry.
extra rune. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Could the path of blood be the middle passage? Maybe we need to open the left. Because I think we're going to have to open another door and use another chime.
Yeah, I think that you're right. We're going to have to open another
Yes.
door for
Should we
sure.
just go and open the left one? Or
Let's
do you want to
go.
open the
Hey,
second
let's do it.
one? Let's do the left. Yes.
Okay,
Right.
to left then.
Do.
You head
Trot
back
over the left.
through the room.
Do.
But hang on. But if he means left,
Is that your left or my left? Or is that stage left?
is the other? Is
It means the things that we left behind.
Is the note still there? It's just been taken away by whoever is fucking with us. Before it didn't need any notes. It's just some doors. Didn't matter.
So you head back to the we'll call it the western door. The one that was the left when you came in, and you take out the chime. You ding the chime against the seal. Seal glows for a moment, and then the door slides apart again. And you see ahead of you a corridor stretching away. This one does not end in a dead end. At the side of the corridor, there is another statue. This one depicts a creature with the lower body of a serpent and the upper body of a woman, and the head of a 7-pointed star. So instead of a head, it's just a 7-pointed star. Its arms are crossed over itself, and in one hand it holds a feather, and the other hand it holds a whip. The corridor then carries on, and you can see it branches off in a couple of different directions. But you can see there is also a door on the southern wall, just beyond the statue. There is a wooden door.
Hold on, wait a moment. Can I make a knowledge religion check about the statue?
Go for it.
No need. I know exactly. It's the old star-faced, leathery, feathery lady serpents of old.
Well,
Am I right?
You've completely put off my train of thought with that. So I only got to 6.
Only got a 6.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably right.
Yeah,
I
why not?
fucking knew it.
Caragor's nodding sagely at Shania. Like, Shania, you're so wise.
But I'm
That's right, yeah.
Now, I'm just a bit concerned.
Not so
Now,
much.
I'm going to say, because she's holding a feather. Now, we have just been in a room with a feather.
I know, I just wanted to...
And I'm just thinking...
Can I just, before you, because I think, I know, as soon as I seen that feather, I knew what you, Velda, thinky
Yes.
man, I know what you're going to do.
Yes.
It's going to check the area around the statue for traps
All
very
right,
carefully.
you go ahead.
I think it might be a trap. But
It's plus 6, isn't it?
Plus 5.
Plus 5. Okay,
Right.
cool. That's fine. You find no evidence of traps.
I think it's alright. You want to go and do the feathery thing?
Do the feather.
Well, but that's not what the feather does.
Do the feather.
Well, no.
Do the feather.
Look, it's a message talisman. It turns into a little bird.
And
message. It doesn't.
So you're not supposed to tickle the statue?
We can't just walk past it. It's a corridor.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go and check out
Fulton
this door.
walks down towards the door at the end.
Okay.
And follows.
And it's a wooden door.
It is a wooden door. So you go past the statue.
I also check that for traps.
Okay.
The door that he's about to go through. I feel like I have to, just before anyone speaks to me, like, I check for traps.
Okay. You go past it. You find no traps. When you get past the statue, you come to the door. The corridor here is effectively a T-junction. So now it carries on directly ahead of you, and it goes off to the north. This is going to be fine because Velda is making a map, as he said he would last episode.
I nearly just said I start drawing a little map.
And I nearly just said, Velda, are you drawing a map?
Yes.
Good. So the door is to the south, and then there are unexplored passageways going away to the west and to the north. This door looks buckled from the outside. It looks like something has been hammering on it from the outside, trying to get in.
Caragor nods sagely. Look at that. Some absolutely masterful kicking door action gone on there, isn't there?
Should we open that?
Let's not kick any doors.
Yeah,
though.
hey,
let's
let's
not
not.
make too much noise, yeah. I know you want to, Caragor.
I don't want to. Caragor blushes
No,
and looks
no,
away.
he needs to.
You always kick doors.
What would you like to do with this door?
Should we go in, or should we probably leave it?
I mean, it's the only vaguely sensible. I mean, we haven't got a progression in any other direction, so let's go through it. I say.
Okay. Fulton opens the door.
Yeah, okay.
The door is barred from the other side.
Yeah, right.
Can I knock on it?
No,
Knock
don't knock
on the door.
So
Rachael
polite.
Henley. There is. You have been hiding in this room for some time. It has been quite a long time. When suddenly there's a rattle at the door, and then a very polite knock on the door. What would you like to do?
What can I do?
You can say whatever you like. If you'd like, you could hide. You can not reply. You can reply. You can use an ability. So the room, to describe the room that you are in, it is a relatively small room. It appears to be entirely made from gold. It is shining, all shining gold. There are jewel-encrusted candelabras everywhere. There are several sort of funeral biers laid out. So like workbenches with troughs underneath. It looks like it's for preparing bodies. There is also the upper torso of your guide, Izik, lying half-trapped, lying by the door. You have been in here for several days now, waiting after being chased in here, and this is the first noise you've heard from outside. Occasionally you've heard banging on the door, as the creature that chased you here has tried to get in to get at you. However, this is the first time somebody has politely knocked on the door. So whether you feel that this is a trap or not is up to you, but it is your decision as to whether you want to answer or not.
Okay.
Hello?
Shit!
Fulton, be quiet. Fulton, be quiet.
Hello? You didn't know?
Come on, let's just move on, Fulton.
I hide behind the door.
Okay.
And shout, Enter!
What? Who's that?
There's someone in there. They said enter.
Who's behind
We
the
have
door?
been invited.
Hello?
Can you open the door? It's a bit locked.
Wait, hang on a minute.
What?
Friend. I read about this. Friend. You have to say friend and enter.
Oh.
Is that what you want? Do you want us to say friend?
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Are we
friend
all
or foe.
say- Do we all
Friend
say?
or foe?
All together then.
Okay,
1, 2,
okay.
3. Friend.
Now we enter.
I unbar the door.
Okay,
Told
you
you.
move the candelabra.
Well done,
behind
yeah.
the
That
door.
never work.
Fulton, you open the door and step into this shiny gold room. Rachel, this takes your characters by surprise slightly with the light because your torch has long since burned out. So you've been here in the dark, in pitch darkness for some time. The room lights up with shimmering gold as you enter, and you see the jewels glittering on the walls.
Pretty.
And a group of people stride in. Rachel, would you like to describe your character, please?
Yes. I am. Should I say my character? Do I say my character's name?
You will want to introduce your character when you tell everyone. But for now, tell them what you look like.
Okay, so I have got. I am wearing very, very expensive but very tatty robes. I've adorned myself with various bits of nature, teeth, bits of branches. I'm very, very unkempt. I don't really know what else to say. I'm a woman with long hair. Everything has been growing out for quite some time now. There's a sort of, I look like I've been sort of pulled through a hedge backwards, but everything I'm wearing is actually very, very expensive.
Do you want to say Kate Bush? Because you can say Kate Bush.
I was going to say.
It's dark.
I was going to say Cat Lady from The Simpsons. That's what I was picturing.
Yeah, man.
Oh, fantastic!
Cross between the two.
Let's quickly go around the table and just describe the characters walking through the door. Start with Fulton because he's the first one.
Fulton has a ginger mohawk, big ginger beard. He is a dwarf. He has a lion's teddy bear head on his head with a crown on it as well. He's got a great axe in his hand and banded mail.
Nice.
He's wearing banded mail, and that's about it, really.
Cool. MZ.
Okay, so MZ stands at about 6 foot. He's got long, sort of wavy, dark hair. He's got a big, long broadsword in his hands. He's got a hood just over him, but just poking out of the hood and the hair, you can see like elvish, like he is, but he looks very human. Do you see what I mean? But he's got like elvish ears coming out, and he's wearing sort of nice brown leather armor.
Nice brown leather armor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Velda.
Beautiful.
Velda is about 6 foot tall. He's quite thin. He's wearing a sort of purple robe and a very battered, what's obviously a sort of very battered wizard's hat. Many patched, various bags and things sort of hanging off him, and he's got a little fox who looks a bit scrawny sort of trotting in beside him, and he's got blue swirly patterns all over his skin.
Special fox.
Caragor.
Caragor's a half-orc, so he looks like a stocky human but with a slight greenish tinge to his features. He's wearing an eye patch in the shape of a black heart, and similarly black armour, the top of which looks like it could double into a corset, and stocky with a beard. Oh, he's got one obvious fang poking out over the top of his lip.
And Shania.
Shania is 6'2", sort of a tall, wiry lady. No longer wearing bandages all over her body. She's abandoned the bandages, but still wearing shrouds, with a hood and a large scythe and goggles, and has a monkey with her. She's got there's a devil monkey. It's quite an evil-looking monkey, skin is purple with carvings into it, sort of scars that have been dyed red. It's a dark elf.
And I will describe the only NPC in the room, which is the torso of a tengu, which is like a crow person, so a big bird. It is lying face down on the floor by the door. It's literally just the upper half of its body. From where it's lying, it looks like the lower half of it was probably on the other side of the door when the door got shut. It is definitely dead. And with that, what would you all like to see? This wonderful group of gentlemen and lady pile into the room with your character.
I should mention as well that I'm quite small and slight.
Small and slight. That's good. Keep that in mind.
There's a small and slight.
You can probably take it.
In the corner.
What?
Are we? Is it? Sorry, mate. Is it obvious to us what your race is?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
You're human.
I'm
aren't you?
human.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
human.
Okay.
Sorry, such a pleb. Like, I thought that is a given.
To be fair, you did say lady, so you could have been assumed. I just wanted to be sure, just in
Yeah.
case. You might have been playing some exotic race that none of us have ever met before. Do you know what I mean? So.
Hello. We mean you no harm.
Oh, thank God. Pearls. Hello.
Well, we might be. It depends who she is.
Well, that's...
Who are you?
Sorry, that's Velda. There's a lot of information probably we're telling you. Hello.
Hello. Excuse me. Are you here to guide me?
Well, we're not. Yeah,
Can
maybe.
you be wrathful? Do you have a wrath rune on you?
A wrath rune.
A wrath rune.
Sorry, I'm terribly sorry.
Sorry, sweetheart. I don't know where that is. I've been stuck here for for longer than I care to say, and I just need to find my way out of here. So have they sent you? Have the crow people sent you?
Sorry,
This is a very dangerous place. How did you end up here?
What's your name?
That's what I was trying to ask. Yeah, who are you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. How absolutely impolite of me. My name is Zola Dubois, and I'm here because it's just an absolute nightmare, to be quite honest. Very inconvenient. Where do I start? I basically entered through one of the faces here. My guide, Isaac, showed me through here, and then we basically got chased by this fucking massive monster. Ran into this room, closed the door, and silly of me, really, but he got stuck halfway through. So
this was your guide, this dead person on the floor?
Yeah, it's
Isaac,
so inconvenient. But I mean, it's good because I really have no food left. And he would have eaten it as well. It's really awful watching him die, though, bless him. It's really...
Very inconvenient.
This is
terrible. You watch
very
him die.
terribly
It's awful.
inconvenient, yeah.
Carol's saying that he goes over and quietly tries to check the body, see if there's anything good left on it. It must be awful for you to have been inconvenienced.
The body's pockets have been picked clean.
Carol just pats the body and then looks at the gold in the rest of the room.
Looks like this bird's been stuffed.
Well, we all part of the Danger Club. We all met each other not so long ago, like about 3 months ago or something.
So sorry, no, you've not come to. You've not been sent by the Teng.
Yes,
we have.
They employed the Danger Club to come find you.
We are here to definitely. We can help you definitely, and we can stop any monster that was chasing you. I'm Caragor Onefang, and I've never lost a fight to man nor beast.
I see.
I'm Fulton Battlestone, King of the Carnival, as you can see by my crown on my head.
It's lovely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's just those two.
The rest of you like to introduce us.
My name is Shania. It's very nice to make your acquaintance. But I need to know, why were you coming down here? Why were you being guided down here in the first place? What is the reason for coming into this place?
Hold on, let's talk about that in a moment. Let's carry on introducing ourselves. Yeah, let's do that.
Key.
Wizard.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello.
You look like a nice chap, actually. What's that awful creature with you, though?
This is my familiar Jinn. It's a fox.
A fox. I see.
Did you know what? You're right, Zoe. We don't give enough shit to your familiar, do we?
Yeah, we do. You never talk about it. You never do anything with it.
I just sort of sit there. He just sort of sits by me. I feed him.
My name is MZ, son of Bemzy.
What? We did not know about this.
Spencer, a random rich lady.
Spencer fucking
Never said that.
For months.
Yeah,
I introduce myself like this all the time. Fulton, when I met you, I said, my name is MZ.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Son of Bemzy. You might know me as, Dragon Decapitator.
We did kill a dragon, actually.
What do you mean we? I killed a dragon.
Well, no, I was there as well.
Decapitated a dragon. So.
As you can see, Zola, we're very well knit, and we found out a lot about each other back 3 months ago when we first met. And
I see. Yeah. Yes, you remind me very much of a blackjack dealer, actually, in the Bottoms district.
Is that right?
Yes. Hateful little man, but I'm sure you're lovely.
You didn't meet a pocket meat dealer as well, did you?
I may have done. That's for me to know, and you'd find out.
Caragor feels like there's been a hierarchy established.
Okay, so
isn't sure if he should maybe bring her some food, maybe.
Yes, please.
Are we all done with the introductions?
Yeah, Shania,
okay.
sorry,
So what the fuck are you doing here? The fuck?
As Shania and Zola are having this conversation, Caragor's very quietly trying to see if he can prise any of the gold loose from the walls.
Okay, you start chiseling at some of the gold with your dagger, and you find that some of the gold sort of flakes off, and below it is stone. It looks like it's a gold veneer that has been painted onto all of the stone. It does make an appraise check.
So I roll outside the dice tray. I got 2.
A 2, you've got no idea if it's real or not. Sorry, back on the conversation with Shania and Zola.
Yeah, so why was your guide bringing here? What was your reason for coming down here in the first place? You know, I mean, I understand that you got chased by the monster and that your guide is now dead and you've been stuck here for some time. But why were you coming to this place in the first place? I am very fuzzy on this.
Can I pause?
Yeah.
So, do I have to just sort of go balls out straight away? Like, what? How does it work?
You can do whatever
you want to do.
So you think of this as a sandbox. So you can do whatever you want. So you can divulge information. You can not divulge information. You can keep things to your chest. You can
lie,
sit down. You could do whatever you want. But obviously based on what your character would do and what you feel in the moment.
Okay.
But don't feel constrained.
I was going to do what another character would do at this point, but shit.
What do you mean? I've got to do this? What do you mean?
Yeah, you can do whatever you like.
Okay, fabulous. I've come here seeking something quite specific, actually, and I just got stuck in here. So it's actually wonderful you've all come.
Something quite specific. Please feel free to be more specific to us. Please.
Yeah, otherwise we can't help you if we don't know everything.
Well, I'd rather like to know what the hell you're all doing down here.
We've come to find
it's not
you.
exactly Piccadilly Circus.
We have been hired, okay? There's dark dealings down these ways, and someone has hired us to deal with the darkness, okay? So that's as much as you should need to know, okay?
And where have you been up until now? Have you seen anything
Adventuring?
other than...
No, we've only just got here.
You've just got here?
Shania, for a lady demanding specifics from somebody else who's given absolutely nothing away.
Yeah, that's my fucking rule, okay? I got my rules for me. You fucking have your own rules, okay?
Fine, I will. Zola, we got hired by, some people to come down here and address some problems that were emanating from the ossuary down here. But apparently, people don't come down here very often, which is why we were quite surprised to find you.
I'm quite surprised to find you also. Yeah, I'm looking for a burial site. I'm looking for my brother's body, who's been buried here recently.
Do you live here then? Like, not obviously in the...
Of course I don't fucking live here, bro. How fucking dare you? No, I found myself down here. I'm absolutely fucking starving. I haven't had a drink in days, and I just need to find my fucking brother's body.
Caragor steps backwards, and then he gets some rations out, and then he gingerly offers them towards Zola. Yeah, I've got some. There's no yak's milk, I'm sorry, but here you go, some snacks and stuff if you want.
Zola approaches Caragor and says, "It's very kind, thank you ever so much," and then just promptly stuffs the entire confection into her mouth.
Fantastic, Mr. Fox style.
Like rabid, like a little ferret.
And Velda's been a bit off-putted by all this strong emotion flying around, so he's going to go over to the wall and just appraise that gold
ahead.
Leaf. Not bad. 17?
17. So you'd have a good look at it. It looks like although everything appears to be incredibly valuable, the gold is just sort of thin plating on the walls. The gems are mostly replicas. You reckon that you could probably scrape off, if you were to scrape off all of the gold from the walls and prize out all of the gems, you could collectively get about 100 gold pieces worth of valuables from this room. It is going to take hours and hours to, it's going to be like taking wallpaper. Like, you're going to have to just go and scrape all of the gold off.
I sort of, because I saw Caragor doing it, I just go up and say, Caragor, don't bother.
So
I stopped 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's not real.
So I gave him some
food.
food.
Don't worry about the gems, everyone. It's just.
I wasn't going to bother. I was fine.
So Zola, what was
Stop.
Oh, I stopped.
Just
Get off me.
What?
I see you, Velda. Touching me unnecessarily. Learn consent.
Velda touches his shoulder.
Hey, I'll tell Twitter.
Zola, what was chasing you into this room? What did you buy yourself in here?
I didn't get a chance to look at it properly, actually, and it just made the most incredibly awful noise, and Isaac just sort of bundled us in here, but it sounded absolutely frightful. And
can you do an impression of the noise?
Absolutely terrible.
You asked that, Colin. You asked that. It's your own fault. Hey, listen, man.
Sorry, MC, are you in charge of sound?
All this time, MC's just had some cans on. All this time, no one's
Zola, don't make so much noise, please. We never know that creature could be around here anyway.
Yeah, I think we need to be very careful. It sounds like some extremely dangerous business is not far away.
I think so, and I don't know when he'll be back, this monster.
Zola,
Might be a she.
Could I just ask, I know it's going to be difficult to understand because you've been down here in the passage of time and things, but when was that?
So I lose track of time. I mean, I could try and think of it in the way of
Has it been,
It's been a number of days I've been here now.
I don't think she would know specifically.
No.
I've just been in the dark. Time and space has just been a construct.
Yes, of course.
So
I was just trying to work out whether or not this thing is literally somewhere around here.
I mean, it probably is. We heard, I think a banging.
Well, let's assume that it is.
I
So
mean,
be on your guard.
I would suggest that we leave the room so we don't have to bar ourselves in here again.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We don't need to bar a door when I've got this great axe. and also me as well swinging it.
And also, I don't really like barring or shutting doors. There's something about it that rebels in my nature. I like kicking them open.
Is that the same axe I fixed?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
So when he broke
thanks.
it on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah,
He broke
thanks.
his axe.
Zola, do you mind if I
It's
ask you one more question before we head
can.
out of this room? Your guide, Isaac, Caragor tries to stop a smirk. A successful guide. How did he get in this room? I presume he had some kind of chime device.
He did not know. This
No,
door is
this
this
is a
door is
door.
just a wooden
Look,
door.
you see,
Okay,
Caragor,
cool.
it's just a normal door. Yeah.
Yeah. He was. I was just wondering if he would have got
how
through
did he
the chime doors.
Yeah, exactly. How did he get through to the doors
In the
that
first
we
place.
got through?
You know nothing about.
I know nothing of chimes.
chimes.
I know
Very well.
nothing of chimes.
All right, fair enough.
I know nothing of chimes.
All right, I heard you several times. That's okay. I'm sorry, Zola. Let's go, shall we?
Okay, so-
just out of character, for the sake of my map, there is no exit to this room, is there? It's
No,
just
this
like
is
a
just
little-
this room has no exit. No.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
just one
Did
room.
just no, I was just going to say quickly. The guy he didn't say anything about what was chasing you.
I think he was
as
too
you
busy
got
dying.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, once he'd been sort of cut in half by a door, he couldn't really speak properly or
Ah, so
communicate
annoying.
effectively. It was so inconvenient.
I know, right? Cut me.
Zola,
I know, first world problems, you know.
Zola. Do you have any weapons?
I do. I have a rapier and a dagger.
I suggest you keep
I
them on.
see. Okay, very clever,
all
then, yeah.
times.
Yeah. Also, do I have anything else? Sosdan.
That's all right. You have a short bow.
I have a short bow.
So you can, and you
I
have.
mean, we don't need a blow-by-blow account of your
Yeah, you got a
pockets.
bag of
You
stuff.
can keep that yourself.
Would you
looking
like me
through
to
your
open
pack.
my backpack?
No,
Never get
no,
allowed to open a
that's
backpack.
fine.
Never
no.
look at a lady's backpack.
You keep that handbag.
The
It's-
contents of my trousseau. My
Caragor
portmanteau.
Caragor laughs when she says trousseau and portmanteau, and then just looks away because he doesn't know what either word means.
So should we go? Should we? So this, as we come out of the room, there's another 2 ways we could go, right down the corridors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are we gonna go explore this area? Have you explored much of this area, Zola?
I came into God's mouth ossuary via a stone face. I had a whole team of guides.
Face.
A whole team of guides.
There was a team of guides?
that led me here, but it was just me and Isaac that came in together. We came quickly through some corridors, and he was in quite a rush. I think he's being paid by the hour. And
You were not paying him?
well, yes, I was, but I'm
Oh, right, I see,
very good
okay.
at bargaining. And I struck a deal, and the whole idea is that it was meant to be done very, very quickly. You see, I'm on a bit of a time limit. And so we came through various different passageways until we came upon this absolutely god-awful monster. I mean, serious anger issues. And then that was sort of where we came here. So it all happened very quickly, and then I've just been stuck here since. And I'm so sorry that we might have got off on the wrong foot. And
That's okay.
I think what would be really lovely is if we could sort of help each other, because, you know...
Hey.
Yeah, this seems like
You
a
stick
good
with
idea.
us.
Yeah.
You're part of the Danger Club now.
Oh, thank you, dwarf. That's very kind.
You're welcome.
His name's Fulton.
Thank you, Fulton,
It's okay.
the dwarf.
Yeah, it's okay. I get it.
Sorry, I've never met a dwarf before.
Hey, well, now you have.
Really?
Oh, no.
Oh wow,
Oh, well,
Fascinating they are.
One last thing. Sorry. What is Isaac?
He's a crow.
Oh, okay.
He's a
Definitely
crow
a bird
man.
person then, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
He's a kingu. Yes, they are.
Tengu.
They're-
Pingu?
Tengu.
As he lies there, legs missing.
Yeah, team, this is pretty insensitive.
Respect for the dead.
Good job, he's
Already
made of
so
plasticine.
Caragor just walks over to the corpse and goes, "Note, note, note, note." All right, let's go.
let's go, let's
wait,
go.
hang on.
Yeah.
One more thing. One more thing.
How
Zola,
many more
Zola.
things do you have?
I don't know.
I feel
Zola,
like I should be checking more or doing more here,
do
Dan.
you? Are you?
No, you're
No,
doing,
you're
I
doing
okay?
good.
Yep, all good.
Are you? Are you? Just a silly question. Are you alive?
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
No, it's a good question, actually.
Do you know what I mean?
Are you alive?
It's a silly question, but
Yeah,
I make sure.
Last time I fucking checked, darling, yes.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, left out of this room or right out of this room?
Right.
or back
as you
where we
come out-
came.
As you come out of the room, I'll give you your options. You can go to the east, which will take you back the way you came. You can go north, which is a corridor stretching off into the distance, into the dark, or you can go west, which stretches off in that direction.
The thing
is
is,
best.
but the thing is, Zola's probably got through this way without that chime through this way. So surely it's better to go back where we were, maybe use the chime on the centre door. I don't know.
No, we've used the
Let's
centre door.
not-
You mean the right door?
It's not using
I
any
do
more
not
chimes.
think we should use any more chime.
No,
Not unless we have to.
Yeah, okay. Well, do you think we should explore this area?
Yeah,
Aye.
of course.
Can I ask about your chime, please? What is this chime?
It lets us get through certain doors in the ossuary, but we've got to keep one if we want a simple exit out of here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You see, the priests and priestesses of Phasma lock this area with those doors to stop anything coming out or things going in.
We've experienced a lot of dead people.
Have you really?
Yeah, with
Living
not-
dead.
no, like living dead, like zombies.
Not here, but there is a suspicion that there might be some necromantic antics going on.
Yes, I
Necromantic antics.
Necromantic antics.
Necromantics.
Necromantic antics.
Necro-antics.
Yeah, this perhaps is the reason that you're looking for your brother's body, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
indeed.
interesting. You're
You tried to
my
out-yah
accent.
me? I'll yah right back.
We have something in common. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I would like to find this an ancient burial. I'd like to find a tomb, if possible.
What was his name?
Ama.
Cargo puts a hand on Zeta's shoulder. We'll find him.
Oh, don't worry. He was a shit.
Oh, right. Well, you want us to defile his corpse? We can do that too. I won't
Yes,
lie.
please. Bane of my fucking life, darling.
Hey, sorry. Was he rich?
He was. Yes.
Was he famous?
He was quite famous.
Oh, Gorham's balls. Are we going to be likely to find him? I'm not resting.
So he might be a zombie.
Let's just cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
Okay, well, then
Okay.
let's cross some fucking bridges and get the fuck out of here and move. Let's move.
Should we go down the centre? Down the corridor?
Yeah, whatever, man.
All right, let's go that way.
All right. Fulton leads the way.
This way!
Out the centre. Impulsive Fulton is what we need. He's the hero we need right now. So you start heading down the corridor.
Sorry, what in what?
Same
What
formation as
order?
before. I'm going to get. Oh, we've got a new one. Fair enough.
Solar.
What was it? Was it you and me at the front or the back? We're top and tailing, aren't we? We're bookending these guys. So.
How about the front?
Not
Yeah, I'll
to
get back.
not to be impolitic, but do you have any skills?
Velda, that's so rude.
Velda.
I'm just
Sorry,
thinking,
he does this
look,
all the time, Zola.
No, look, I'm just thinking we're in a very perilous situation, and I'm just wondering, do you need utter protection, or can you do some things, or what do you do?
What do I do? I can definitely add to the party here, I think. I am extremely agile, and I'm a noble woman by birth, so I'm trained in the art of combat, rapier and dagger. I'm very, very good at...
Being understood?
Stop interrupting, Bill.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm very good at deception as well, so I'm good at talking people round if we encounter anybody who's troublesome.
I see you, Zola. I see the kind of lady you are. I get you, right? I reckon second or third in. All right, to the formation.
Yes.
So actually, Zola
Fulton up
sort of
front.
tries to place herself as far back in the formation as she possibly can.
Ah, well, I mean, you could be at the back with me if you want, but I mean, we could get attacked from the back, which is why I'm here. I don't
Maybe
mind.
should
You
go in the
can
middle then.
you stay wherever you want.
Go in the middle. stay
I'm in the middle. Yes.
So let's go Fulton, Velda, Zola, Shania, Caragor.
Nice.
I'll protect you,
Yeah,
with a little
okay.
fox.
I mean, I don't think we have to walk in single file.
It's
These are quite large corridors.
But it's a good.
The corridor's wide enough to walk two abreast, so
Yeah,
you
two
can
abreast,
go.
yeah.
You can walk in
That-
ranks
yeah, I
of
don't
two.
around
like
that sort of thing.
like a proper RPG.
Thanks for bringing that up.
part.
Yeah.
So you start
All right.
making your way up the corridor. It's exactly what you want to hear from a stranger you meet in a dark room, isn't it? I'm quite good with a knife and I'm very deceptive.
Yes, exactly. I will.
I really like how you all just got on board with that really easily.
I've got a sword and I will talk you out of your shoes. That's great.
She's just kind of leading us up a dark path. isn't
Sorry,
she?
I've got to interrupt. I've got to swap places with you, Fulton,
Why?
because I've got to check for traps probably constantly, haven't I?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'll go around the front and I'll
Okay.
just
Awkwardly
can I just have a
move
thing where it's
around.
assumed that everywhere I'm going, I'm
See you in a
checking
bit,
traps, or do I
Fulton.
literally have to tell you every time?
you have to say, if there's a specific thing that you're looking for, you have to, because you don't have the skill. That means you get an automatic check when you
Yeah,
walk
I was just looking
close
to
to them.
save time, so I didn't
But
pour
yeah, we
everyone
can.
every time.
We'll assume if you're at the front, you're having a look around. You find no evidence of traps on this corridor, but what you do find after walking a short way is relatively fresh blood smeared grid across the wall and floor that seems to just lead off down the corridor.
Fulton, have you been here before? And you should really bandage that hand.
It looks a bit mucky.
Should I check the blood to see how fresh it is? Can I check that?
Okay, yeah, make a heal check.
Okay. Well, it's like 25.
25. Okay, you reckon that it's several days old, and also as you're looking around it, you find a couple of feathers lying around, black feathers that look sort of quite ruffled.
Can I tell where the feathers are from? Like the same kind of.
They look very similar to the crow person,
Right,
to the
okay.
tengu that you saw.
Right.
I'm afraid this is probably the remains of your guide.
Isaac.
Well, no, we can deduce from this that the creature went this way.
This
Yes,
way.
yeah.
So should we probably go the opposite
Yeah,
way?
we go
Some another way.
What?
yeah.
No.
No, I think
Let's
perhaps
go,
we
hunt
should,
it down.
this is probably where we should be going.
I think we need
Carragher
to
is
find the
right
creature and
direction.
destroy
But
it.
Go.
we could just end up in the lair of some horrific creature.
But
Yeah.
as part of our job,
There could be
part of our
more of
job
them.
was
There could be
to-
like 5,
literally-
6, 7 of them.
part of our job was to eliminate the problems coming out of here. And this
Exactly.
is-
No,
if we're going to
wasn't at
find
all.
out what
No,
the
it's to
problem is, we need
investigate.
to track this kind of darkness. This is
I've
exactly
never
what
run
we're
away
here
from a
for.
fight before.
Okay,
To
you've
be
won me
honest-
over. Let's go.
No,
Yes.
Let's go.
But wait,
Come on.
Fuck Velda.
We keep going. We keep going.
It's important that we find this beast and destroy it.
Zola?
I feel it, and I just know that
think
it'll.
it is.
Yeah.
It's okay. No one listens to Velda anyway.
You're very
so-
persuasive, aren't
Yeah,
you?
you are. Do you know what, Zola? That impassioned me. Yeah, you're right.
I
Let's
never
do it.
shy away from a fight, darling.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah.
That's what yeah.
Should we kick Velda out of the group?
No, his little fox is growing on me. I like it.
Velda has left the party.
I want to joke in, Velda.
All right,
I
let's
like
go.
you.
All right.
Upstairs.
You make your way along. There are no stairs.
Sorry. Down the stairs. Around the stairs.
Starts carving some stairs in desperately. Yeah.
You
Like
make your
Minecraft.
way further along the corridor. The first things you come to are a pair of openings on the left and on the right. There are a couple of little doors. There's no doorways. There's just no doors in them. They're just openings on either side. And then the corridor carries on, and you can see ahead that there are a further 2 sets of openings. So you've got doors opposite each other. 3 sets of doors opposite each other as it goes along, and then you can see the corridor reaches an end further down.
Just a dead end.
Just a dead end, yeah. So it looks like you've got
Where
a
are
total of
you- where are
6
you,
rooms
Velda?
to explore.
Bad feeling about this.
Hey, Velda, do your magic-y thing. Detect your,
Detect
Magic-y
Just trying to
thing.
say it, yeah.
While Velda's
Velda
doing-
just cast detect magic.
Okay. So you start detecting magic. You start. There is magic in the area around you. You can detect illusion magic coming from the entrance to your left, and you can detect faint conjuration magic coming from the door to your right. And you've still got that background of necromantic magic.
Yes, yeah. Just for I'm going to tune that out unless
Okay.
that
Yeah.
changes.
No,
sort of
that's
thing.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
so,
the same.
There's illusion from the left and conjuration from the right.
And here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Shut up.
Velda.
Caragor again.
I'm not experienced with magic, but can you find out when that was made, like when it was conjured up?
Well,
Why, Fulton?
Because then we can find out how if this is a constant thing, if this is like a constant illusion, or if it's somebody did it about an hour ago. You'd be like, oh, okay, well then there's someone around here an hour ago.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. I just still think it's a trap either way.
I can focus a bit more if you give me some time. So if you're willing to wait, I'll just focus a bit more to try and find a bit more about magic.
Shania's been sort of checking around to see if there's any more traces of blood, any other tracks that show which way the beast might have.
Oh yeah, the blood goes further down the corridor, so you can follow the trail a little further down. Velda, you get a sense from it that the illusion magic is current, is moderately powerful. The conjuration magic is very, very weak. It's just kind of background.
Right, I relay that.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Well, no. The illusion could be someone trying to defend themselves from the monster. Zola.
Zola.
That's it.
Literally.
You did.
hell,
Look,
Velda.
I'm bad with names. You said you came in here with other Tengu.
No, just my guide. The other Tengu left us on the cliff face. Yeah.
Well, yes, I mean, this illusion magic is fairly recent.
Interesting.
Can you dispel it?
Well, I think you just
This
sort
is
of
a good
disbelieve
idea.
it.
Disbelieve it.
Can we, going over to that alcove, that passage, what does it look like?
So you peer around the corner into the room with the on the left with the illusion side magic. This room seems to be laid out very similar to the room you found Zola in, except this doesn't have gold and jewels everywhere. This has brightly painted carvings on all of the walls that show mighty dragons battling with clerics and angels kneeling before humans. There's a sort of faint perfume smell in the air, and on the beds or on the biers that are there are 3 bodies dressed in luxurious golden robes. They are perfectly preserved and appear to be sleeping, except that their chests are not moving.
So where was this again?
This is on the door on the left.
The left. Wait, wait a moment. Wait.
What is it?
There is an illusion here. Can I tell where the illusion's coming from? Is it just a general...
It seems to come from the room in general.
Right. This is not what it looks like. Anyone got a stone or a pebble? Is there any pebbles or stones or something like that? Right, and I get one, and I just sort of toss it in the room.
Okay.
Whilst trying to sort of disbelieve.
Make a will save.
Okay.
He's beginning to disbelieve.
Oh no! Believe it.
Yeah. Okay. The stone.
Based on what Velda said,
5.
can I have a go?
Yeah. You can all have a go.
This is an
all have a
illusion.
go.
Yeah,
This
let's
is
do it.
not
Okay.
what it looks like.
Let's all have a go.
Okay. So
Can I borrow a dice?
first roll you should have. So you want the
Here you go.
20-sided dice.
This
That'll
one.
do. Yep. And
Give
you
it a
roll
roll.
that, and you've got a skill for will, which I think for you is 0. But so you're going to roll that. Add your number to it.
This is so exciting. Oh, it's shit. Hang on.
Welcome to the game.
Yeah,
What's my
first roll.
skill?
So you want
Oh my
will
God.
save.
I believe it is.
Will 0.
0.
Plus 7 is
So
7.
Nice.
I believe the only person who's going to see this is Fulton.
I got 18.
18 for
I
Fulton.
got 12.
12.
I also got 12.
Yeah, we rolled really
Terrible
badly.
rolls, man. Terrible
I
rolls.
swear it's an illusion.
You're all of you looking at it and thinking, actually, it's not a bad perfume. It's kind of nice. Might try and get some of this. You're on the verge of about to start going through the pockets of some of the bodies when Fulton, you walk in and kind of scratch your head and then wave your hand. And the image all disappears and the room is completely empty. The bodies on it just turn to skeletons lying on there, and the room is cold and dark and covered in dust. And Fulton, as you relay this to everyone, the illusion falls away for everyone else as well, and you see through it.
Just on a point, Zelda did not go in the room. He's still in the corridor
Okay, still in
outside,
the corridor.
being like, it's not real, it's not real.
Wait. So, do you reckon, like, the people that put them down here in the crypts, they do that for the people who come visit their ancestors to see them what they were used to be like?
Ah, yeah, like some kind of grave dresser, maybe.
Maybe.
Right.
That would make sense,
So the
yeah.
skeletons are still there on what used to be what it was, I presume.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
The one thing you can see is a rune carved into one of the walls.
A rune. This is what we need.
Can I?
Well, it
can I
might
see
not
what
be.
rune that
It
is?
does not remove from the wall; it's just carved into the stone itself. It is the Thessalian symbol for pride.
Make a rubbing of that, Velda, with your
Well,
paper.
I speak
Yeah.
Thessalian.
What?
What?
Yes, you understand it.
I
as
understand
the
this
symbol
rune.
of pride.
Wow.
Cool.
Read it for us.
It means
Well, it-
peace. What does it mean?
I understand it perfectly.
Just let me consult my dictionary of Thessalian. And
Peace among
Yeah,
worlds. It means pride.
Pride.
It's the
Pride,
symbol
yeah.
means pride.
everybody, this symbol means pride.
No, wait.
Savans
No,
we need.
It's not.
no, it's
Wrath.
not. We need
Wrath is
wrath.
what we need.
Now, but remember the image of what we saw. Remember how prideful that was? All the gold, all the
Yeah.
angels
Yeah,
kneeling
yeah.
to people, and the 3 bodies. This is going to be a continuing theme, I think. I think we'll
Wizard,
find the other virtues.
Yes.
Velda, take a little rubbing of this just in case we need it in future. We might not, but if this is going to be the way it goes, if we come across the Wrath one and it doesn't detach from anything, then we've got to take a rubbing of that to go and try and mimic
Hey,
it in
right.
the other
Yeah,
room.
that might work. That might work.
Velda looks at Carragher and walks up to
Go on,
and
rub
just
it,
sort
rub
of-
it.
Rub
sort
one
of
out.
Rubs it with his hand.
No, you're a smart
what
man.
are
You
you
know what I
talking
mean. If
about,
I know what an
rubbing?
etching
I know.
looks like,
You start. You make a rubbing of the symbol, so you have it. If you
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm literally just rubbing it with my hand, being
Look,
like, I don't know
you
what
gotta
you
be so
mean.
creepy for. Why are you so creepy? Look, like touching things in rubbish.
Shania takes a piece of paper,
Everyone
parchment
go
out.
ahead and make
Thank you, Shania.
Shania, you stand there making a rubbing. Velda, you back off out of the room. Let Shania do it. As you do that, you hear footsteps coming from the north.
There's footsteps! Footsteps! Everyone!
But you don't need to make perception now.
okay,
sorry.
Vilda, you turn and look up the corridor, and walking down the corridor towards you is a woman.
I back into the room.
She is. Hold on. Let's finish describing. It's not enough. That's enough description for Velda. Woman, I'm gone.
Woman, absolutely. A woman walking towards me. That's it. I'm done. I'm out.
She is about 5 feet tall. She is completely naked. Her hands end in long fingernails. She has lank black hair draped down her face as she walks towards you. She's holding in one of her claws what looks like a large bird's foot. And she has blood spattered across her. She looks at you for a moment and sort of cocks her head to one side and then opens her mouth to speak. As she does, her mouth splits into 4 and just opens out in 4 different directions, like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. And she lets out a deafening shriek across the room and starts running towards you. And that is where we leave it for tonight. Hey, welcome to Pathfinder, Rachel.
Hey, loving it.
Eaten by a naked lady.
In the best traditions.
Hey, it's Brian.
And it's Tony.
From the Salty Language Podcast. We're a podcast with 2 friends that have, been around each other for, like 70 years or something. And, we talk about kind of everything.
We're like a married couple that you hate.
Yeah, basically something like that. No, we talk about, just weird news, stuff that happens in our life, pop culture, really anything. It's, we just have a nice conversation and make up stuff along the way. So, yeah. And I guess, you can find us at saltylanguage.com.
For sure. And beer you'll be fine.
Well, also you can find us on dangerentertainment.net. dangerentertainment.net, in case you missed it the first time.